Good evening, good evening, good evening. I actually have a super important live for you guys today, but I just got home and it's late. I'm not going to be able to share everything with you. Good evening. So I'm going to give you a snapshot of the information and I'm going to jump back on live tomorrow. Guys, I just got home from an amazing dinner, right? And my plan was, good evening, how are you? Do you want to know how you can use business credit to grow, how you can use business credit to get passive income, how you can use business credit to give you an additional stream of income, opportunities, options? Because guys, there's a bunch of people out here building business credit, right? And they don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to truly leverage. Good evening. Say hello to me, y'all. Who is on the live? So it's already late. It's going to get dark fast because I got on here late. So real quick shout out to Ebony and her husband, Elite 10 cohort number 8, guys. They were in town and they just took me out to dinner. So this is a real quick nugget right here too. Hello, y'all. Never, for everybody, for all of you guys, never get so big, never get so busy, come on somebody, that you don't take the time out to meet with people, to still meet with people. Like, you guys know I'm super hands-on. So if you're in my area, you know, and I'm able to, I'll meet with you. If I'm in your area and I'm able to, I'll meet with you. And this is not like no program. This is not like no, they set up a strategy session. This is because I'm a whole human out here. And I remember, you know, building my business and how important it was. And, you know, sometimes we get so big that you forget why you do it. Like, don't ever get so big that you forget why you're doing it and who you're serving. And so Ebony and her husband, shout out to you guys. They're doing amazing things with trucking. She is cohort number 8. They have over $270,000 in business credit. Let me say it again. Ebony and her husband, Elite 10 cohort number 8. Right now we're on cohort number 10, and cohort number 11 is going to launch July 11th, guys. They were in the area. They took me out to eat, and that's why I'm a little bit late, because we went out to eat and then I had to run to the store, and so now I'm on here. So guys, real quick, and I'm probably going to do another live tomorrow because I have to be quick because it's about to be dark soon. But guys, first I did what was one of the first lives that I did? I put, you know, why credit, why now, and why me, right? And then I talked about where to get the money, where to get the money. Today I'm going to talk about how to use the money. Specifically, if you have between $10,000 and $50,000, I can show you how to multiply it. Get a notebook, get a pen. The reason why I'm going to have to do another one is because I actually wanted to sit on my balcony and do it, guys, because I wrote out a whole bunch of examples to give you, because some of you guys have money to help you multiply right now and you don't know what to do with it, how to grow your brand, how to truly leverage it. So I wanted to give you a bunch of examples. And then the workshop, guys. When is my workshop? Oh, June 30th, child. Somebody, please, if y'all can, I gotta start putting the workshop in the comments. Guys, go to the link in my bio. So part number 1 was where to get the money, right? That's where I did the Walk With Me series. I did a live. I talked about where to get the money. Today, I'm going to talk about how to use the money. And I'm talking about small, only $10,000 to $50,000. Why am I talking about that? Because I can get all of you that if you follow a proven system, 30 days, 90 days, 6 months max, depending on your personal credit, how aggressive you are, if you follow the plan, all of those things. And then the workshop is going to be how to qualify. So pay attention. First I did where to get the money. Now I'm going to do how to use the money. And the workshop, June 30th, is how to qualify for the money, right? Personal and or business credit. So what I'm going to do, guys, and I'm going to talk about, so let me give you some real quick definitions. Child, let me not die on this live. Somebody else laughed at me. They were like, die on the live. That's funny. Good evening. Good evening. Y'all ready to hear? So listen, when I say business credit, first of all, I don't think everybody understands what I mean. There are multiple types of business credit. So when I'm saying specifically how to use between $10,000 and $50,000, I'll do another live tomorrow when it's a little bit earlier, when I'm not so rushed, okay? When I say business credit, I'm going to give you guys some examples, okay? Some examples are high limit business cash credit cards. Some examples are fleet cards. Some examples are term loans. Some examples are micro loans. Some examples are lines of credit. Some examples are equipment financing, asset-based financing, revenue-based financing, term loans, SBA loans, What else? Merchant cash advances, retail cards, vendor accounts. Guys, when I'm saying charge cards, when I'm saying business credit, all of these things fall into that category. Why am I doing this live? I don't want you guys to just be out there building business credit and not knowing what you're getting, why you're getting it, and how to use it. Why is that important? Because the goal, come on somebody, the goal is to truly leverage, not just to get into debt. So between $10,000 and $50,000, it could be a combination of those things. It could be one $50,000 line of credit. It could be two $20,000 credit cards. Guys, there's multiple ways that you can actually leverage. Now, what I'm going to do is give you a bunch of examples. Why am I going to give you examples? Because there's no way for me on any live to like really list every single business that you guys may have. So what my goal is today, guys, I'm being a little bit more strategic because it's getting ready to get dark outside and y'all not going to be able to see me, okay? But I'm going to give you some examples because I want you guys to start thinking about the type of business you have, the type of business you want to have, how you can add an additional stream of income. If you're currently employed full time and say you want to actually still keep your job, say you love your job, how can you add an additional stream of income? Guys, all of you, nugget, action item, it should be to end the year. What are we in, June? You should be ending the year with at least one new stream of income. Period. And if you follow a proven system for personal credit and business credit, again, my workshop, because on my workshop, I'm going to deep dive into how to increase your personal and business scores to actually qualify for the money, then you should be able to add a stream before the end of the year, okay? And please share the live with somebody, let somebody know I'm on, and invite people to the workshop, guys, because I'm not doing the workshop. I'm doing one and done, okay? I'm not going to be doing I'm doing one workshop and one deep dive. So let me give you some examples. So if you guys have business credit, so for example, if you are a coach, if you are a podcaster, well, you know what? Let me start there. Give you a bunch of things. So if you're a podcaster, let's say you're a YouTuber, let's say you are an influencer of any time, you guys can even use like vendor accounts and use your tier 1 and tier 2 accounts to get equipment, to get laptops, to get cell phones, to get cameras, to get ring lights. If you are a consultant, you can use your business credit to get a marketing team, to get funnels, to get somebody to do your copywriting, to get somebody to do your social media management, to get somebody to do your PR. If you are any kind of business owner, you also can use your business credit to hire a virtual assistant. Guys, my virtual assistant is a whole beast out in these streets. How many of y'all see that my reels and stuff are looking different? You can tell the ones I do, and you can tell the ones that she does, and she's so much better at it. She's been making my flyers, she's been scheduling my stuff to go out, like all kinds of stuff on all the platforms, guys. So now I'm on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and I just started a TikTok, which I have no idea how to do it at all. My virtual assistant is doing all of that. If you are somebody who is on a Turo or doing a trucking business, anything with transportation, because there's way more things than just Turo and trucking, guys. You can be using fleet cards for gas, for tires, for oil changes, for maintenance, to get a lower amount on gas, guys. You guys can also, when you get the fleet cards, after you, hey Sheena, hey y'all, after you start to kind of build up that relationship, you guys can get universal fleet cards. Again, on my June 30th workshop, I'll talk about how to qualify. The universal cards do what? Say they're 5,000, 6,000, 10,000, 12,000, which is very real because there's a bunch of people in credit leverage lifestyle who have that amount, and you get universal cards. You can use them like regular Visa, MasterCards, Discovers, whatever, and you can use them for anything, anywhere. Now let's also talk about high utilization on your personal credit report. If you guys have business credit cards, business term loans, business lines of credit, you can actually use that to pay down debt on your personal credit report if you need to increase those scores to use for other things. Guys, you can even use, let's talk about some of my real estate investors. So guys, let's say you're brand new to business credit and you do not qualify for, a $20,000 business line of credit. But let's say you do follow a proven system and you do get vendor accounts, tier accounts, retail cards easily within 30 days, easily within 60 days, guys. Well, then if you're strategic about the kind of accounts you can get things like Best Buy, Home Depot, Lowe's, all those things, and do what? You can use that for your appliances. You can use that for your fixtures. You can use that for your lighting. You can use that for tools. Come on, somebody. Like, there's a million things, even for my people who need to buy cards. And mind you, buy cars. I'm going fast. Well, first of all, I always talk fast. I'm out of breath already because I literally just came home and look, why am I always on my live after I got done eating? I just got done eating and I knew it was late and I only had a little bit of daylight. So I just like threw my bag down and put on my sneakers and then jumped out the house so I could catch you guys real quick. I'm going to jump back on tomorrow. I'm not sure what time yet because I have clients, guys, and I'll do a better list slower. I'm just going off the dome, okay? Real quick for you guys to give you some examples. And hopefully I get you excited enough. Come on, somebody, that you want to hear some more examples of how you can use business credit to grow and multiply and add passive streams of income. Guys, you can even use like your high limit cash credit cards, your term loans, your lines of credit. Like, say you need to hire somebody from Fiverr to do like your website, to do your marketing, to do your to do flyers. Say you want to get a car to put on the Turo, or you want to get a truck. You guys can get auto financing. You guys can also get equipment financing. You guys can also get a business loan, a term loan. Let's say you're somebody who is like a restaurant or a barber shop or a hairstylist. Guys, that's where you guys can use equipment financing. Literally, you can even use equipment financing, guys. I was just talking to Ebony about this. She knew somebody that had a food truck. I have a couple of clients that had food trucks. Y'all know how much some food trucks make? Like, I know some food trucks that make like over $10,000 a day. Per day. And so gosh, she's not on this live. I have one of my old coworkers, Mandy, was looking at getting a food truck for cupcakes. It was, and I think the food truck was only like $15,000 or something like that. Guys, you guys, some of y'all got $15,000 credit cards. Like, come on. And then there's 0% interest for 6 to 18 months. Come on, somebody. Let me even talk about, I haven't talked about this a whole lot. There's a lot of you guys that make things. So maybe it's t-shirts, maybe it's candles, maybe it's hats. I have somebody, shout out to Des, who's from my church. She has like a mobile, I guess called like a variety store for like the elderly homes, where she has like a bunch of toiletries and things that they need. Well, guys, do you guys know that there's inventory financing? Do y'all know? Let me slow down. Do y'all know what inventory financing is? Inventory financing, and Amazon even has a line of credit for this, guys, where let's say you make t-shirts or something of that nature, or you buy things and you flip it, right? Where you guys can use the inventory financing. You can buy everything you need, I guess, like on Amazon, buy bulk, buy wholesale, whatever, get a better rate. And then you have 55 days to pay it back. Pay attention. So you use credit. You bought your supplies. You have 55 days to pay it back. And that's one of the types of credit. Only one. I'm just giving you an example, guys. So I want to get your wheels turning, right? On how you can actually use this to build. And then what are you going to do? You're going to sell those items. You're going to make your money back. And then you sell those items in a week or 2 weeks. Now you done made the money back to pay back the inventory financing. You keep your profit, and then you do what? You do it all over again. Guys, you had a whole business and you used $0.00 of your own money. Y'all don't even know. It's so many things that you can do with business credit. And the reason why I started with the example of only $10,000 to $50,000 is stop thinking that you need a $100,000 business line of credit and that's the only way that you guys can build. No, use what you got to get what you want. Let me say it again. What's that? What's that? Y'all remember, was it Kwame? Use what you got to get what you want. Yeah. I'm always out here drawing. Y'all remember that? Am I the only one? I'm in my 40s. Y'all remember that? Use what you got to get what you want. So use the business credit that you have now to do what? To not only to multiply, y'all give me hearts for my little dance, to not only to multiply, but then you're also doing what? You're building a relationship with the lender. So you can then do what? Get more money later on. Let's say you even have $30,000 business line of credit. So you're like, okay, that's not enough for me to buy a whole apartment building. That's not enough for me to buy a whole house. But what did I talk about the other day? Somebody on YouTube asked me to do this a little bit slower. I'll do it, like I said, it's about to be dark out here, but I wanted to make sure I jumped on today. So again, June 30th workshop. Make sure you register. I already talked about on my Walk With Me series where to get the money. Today I'm giving you some ideas of how to use the money. I'll do another one tomorrow, and my workshop is going to be how to qualify for the money with personal credit and or business credit. So let's say you have a $30,000 microloan. Do you guys know what a microloan is? A microloan is for the SBA, and it's anything that's $50,000 and under. Remember, I said business credit amounts are so much bigger, guys. So $50,000 and under is not a lot of money in business credit. Now, I talked about buying properties, right? Single family that have an unfinished basement or an unfinished attic. Why am I talking about that? Because if you force appreciation, then you can add value to a property and increase the amount the amount the property is worth, and then you can pull the equity out and buy another property. So what I said is, like, how much does it really cost to renovate a basement? Say you buy a single family house. The reason why I'm doing this, now again, I'll do it slower, is that I want you to stop thinking the only way to make money in real estate is to buy a duplex, a triplex, or a quad, or a great big apartment building. Guys, if you have buy and holds, how many of you guys know that it costs a lot to rent a single family home? And guess what people need? Houses. Period, right? Especially in today's market when people don't qualify for mortgages right now. They need somewhere to live. So I know, because I'm in real estate, because I went to real estate school, because I've been doing this for a long time, because I was the vice chair of zoning, that when you add livable square footage, follow me guys, when you add livable square footage to a property, that's how you really add value. What is livable square footage? When you're adding bedrooms, when you're adding bathrooms, when you're adding a level to the property that has like heating. So this is why I said like an unfinished basement, you're finishing the basement, unfinished attic, you're finishing the attic. Why am I starting right there? Because the house is not a complete shell. I didn't say hard money. I said if you buy a property and maybe it needs some TLC, maybe it's pre-foreclosure, maybe it's a sheriff's sale, maybe it's a tax evasion, maybe, it's from somebody who just got into some trouble and they went from a two-person household, income household to a one-person income household, and they're about to lose their property. And you can do what? You can be a solution for somebody, right? Still lead with helping where it's a win-win situation. You give them some money to go somewhere and move. You have the property. Maybe the property just needs some TLC. It's not a complete shell. Well, when you buy properties that have unfinished basements, unfinished attics, and you go ahead and finish it and you add like heat, right? So there's certain zoning type things that make it like livable square footage. Again, I'll do another live. You now have added a floor to that property. It went from 2 stories to 3 stories. It went from 3 bedrooms to 4 bedrooms. It went from 2 bathrooms to 3 bathrooms, whatever it is, right? And that drastically increases the value of that property way more than things that what consumers would do. Consumers are going to look at the carpet and the painting and the fixtures. Guys, I'll use my big money to do the heavy lifting. Force appreciation. Then you can use your Home Depot cards and your Lowe's cards and your Best Buy cards to do the things like the appliances and the fixtures and all of those things. You still have leveraged your business credit. You forced appreciation. Now that property appraises at a way higher amount, $50,000, $100,000 more than what it currently was. You can do a cash out refinance, home equity line, and do the whole thing all over again. Come on, somebody. So y'all, my asthma's been acting up, y'all. My asthma's been acting up. I'm all wheezing and everything. So I want to jump on here real quick, but I'll do another one tomorrow. So let me recap. June 30th is when I'm going to do my deep dive on how to qualify for the money. I'm also going to talk about deleting medical bills and fleet cards specifically because everybody is having, a gas issue. And this is where, the prices are going up and up and up, and it's only going to go up. Guys, you need to build business credit, like not now, right now. Literally, if you start now, you can end the year completely different. There's multiple people on this live, right? And I told you, I just left Ebony, who has over $270,000 in business credit after building for months with me. She just graduated Elite 10. Her and her husband have a trucking business now, and they're looking at other businesses. Oh, and let me just say, she left her job. She's now fully retired, fully self-employed. I'm gonna leave that right there. So is Sherry. So is April, right? So a lot of people have, taken the information, and the next step is execution. Guys, don't get the information and then you don't do any activity. You're like, oh, that didn't work. No, you didn't work. Look, I'm gonna be real. Like, I'm hot. I'm still in my dress. I'm out here looking Y'all always got me outside in a dress and sneakers looking nutty. Like, my neighbors really be looking at me like I'm out here with jewelry and makeup on and a dress and some sneakers, whatever. But anyway, you have to execute. Information changes situations, yes, but execution is how you get results. So don't get the information and don't do any work. Don't come to me and say, oh, Terry, it didn't work. I have people that come to me, they're like, Terry, I don't have a business credit score. I'm like, well, how many vendor accounts do you have? Oh, I didn't do my vendor account yet. Well, that's why you don't have a score. You have to do the work. And yes, I simplify it. So I talked about on the other one, and guys, I'm putting this on YouTube. So I have a new series called Walk With Me. That's why I'm walking around, because I'm getting in my physical exercise while also working on my personal goals for my brand. And my personal goals is to give you guys more content, more value, more information in the area where you guys are asking me questions the most. This is my service to you, right? I give a lot of information on the free stuff. The workshop is free. So share, you come with 10 of your family and your friends so we all can level up together. And I talked about on the last Walk With Me, I talked about where to get the money. Now I'm talking about how to use the money. I'll come on again tomorrow. And then the workshop on June 30th is how to qualify. What you need to look like on your personal and business credit to actually then secure the money. But I gave you guys a ton of examples. And the last thing I'll say to you guys too is a way to use the money is to invest in a coach. Come on, somebody, a real coach though. Because if you invest with the right type of system, the right type of coach, the right type of program, then you're going to have ROI, right? So Ebony invested, it's not, look, yesterday's price, this is not today's price, right? But Ebony invested, $2,500 in Elite 10, and now she has $270,000 worth of business credit. I'm going to leave that right there, okay? So guys, there's multiple ways, and the reason why I wanted to come on here is that you're using your business, personal and business credit, but specifically business credit, for things that are going to be income producing, things that are going to help you scale, things that are going to help you launch, things that are going to help you grow. Once you get that revenue up and going, then guess what happens after that? You buy back your time. You buy back your freedom. Get that one thing up and running that's going to give you the revenue so that you can then be easy with your bills and all those things, retire yourself, whatever you want to do. And then you do your thing that you love to do. Guys, I told you, if I was a billionaire tomorrow, I would be on here doing this because it's the thing I was called to do. This is where my testimony is. This is where, looking good on paper changed my whole life. Like, not part of my life, my whole life. And so it's my service. It's my responsibility. It's my honor to serve you all and to share with you guys exactly what I did. Shout out to Sheena, and I put in my stories, her 18-year-old daughter just got her very first, Navy Federal credit card, over $3,000. She's 18, y'all. Now, I know some adults that don't have credit cards that are over $3,000. But guess what? You know how I told you guys I bought my very first house at the age of 21? Well, her daughter's on, if that's what she desires to do, she's on track to do the same exact thing. And she can even be strategic and do house hacking. So maybe I'll do another live talking specifically about just how to use business credit for real estate, ways that you can leverage if you just have between $10,000 and $50,000. Also about house hacking. And guys, as you're between now and the 30th, I want you to be thinking about what knowledge, skills, and experience do you have that you can monetize? What is it you're passionate about? How can you add a stream of income? Guys, some of you even have a book in you. And maybe you monetizing is using your $10,000 to $50,000 to get, a publisher or get somebody to do the transcripting. Or maybe you guys are doing it all on some of those apps where you say the whole thing and then you need somebody to put the actual book together, publishing. I don't know. Say you're an artist and you need studio time. You can use it for that, guys. There's a million, trillion, billion different ways that you can use between $10,000 and $50,000 to grow. And then as you pay that back and you use it, not only are you adding a stream of income, creating passive income, leveraging your credit, but you're building relationships with lenders. So then what? That will give you more money. Come on, y'all. It's a proven system. So I hope you have a super amazing night. I have to get back in the house. I'm not going to be out here in the dark no more, especially because there be all these dogs in this neighborhood. Y'all know I almost got killed like every single live. Ain't no dogs come at me today. So I'm gonna get off live while I'm lucky, right? But I'll jump back on and I'll go through the list slower. and I'll go through the list, more intentional with you guys before the workshop, so that when I do the workshop, I want you to be thinking about how can you use the money to leverage? How can you use it to build? How can you use it to grow? Because the goal is to use the credit there for things that are income producing and to build wealth, not to get into debt. Amen? All right, I hope that was helpful for you guys. Have a super amazing night on purpose.